All right, good morning. We're trucking along here with our tattoo units. So to get there, I do have a link on the front page, depending on when you're doing it. The tattoo unit is here. Another way I want you to get used to is just hitting content and going down to tattoos. So you're working away on everything. Right now what I'm showing you is some color mixing exercises using pencil crayon. Pencil crayon is very similar to the way that tattoo ink would work with tattoos, so that's why I'm choosing pencil crayon instead of paint, just in terms of, physically adding it. So what I'm getting you to do, an exercise, why I'm getting you to do this, is I want you to teach you how to color like this, as opposed to coloring stuff in like you did when you were a kid, like with coloring books. So I want to show you how to use your pencil crayons, and I want to show you how to mix with pencil crayons and just make a wide variety of colors. So our goal is today is that we're going to create something like this with pencil crayons, and just layering the different colors with the pencil crayons, so you have a whole wide variety of choices of colors as opposed to just the colors that are going to come out of your package. So by now, what I'm hoping is that each of you, the pencil crayon exercise, giving you each a copy of this when you're in class, so by the time you're ready to do it, you can. Okay, if you don't have it, no problem. You don't necessarily, you could just draw that in your book and just do some squares step by step, or just practice what I'm showing you and just do that in your book, necessarily without maybe drawing a grid, but just giving it a shot. Okay, this is really important exercise. So the video, of course, will be there, and we're making it right now. So this is, again, right here, what it will look like roughly at the end and kind of what you're going for. All right, so I'm just going to show you quickly how to do it. I got my good old webcam here. So I'm hoping that the pencil crayons that you have in your kit should match all of this here. So I'm just going to go through it. On the side here are the different colors. So I have yellow, yellow-orange, orange, red, etc. And you should have pretty much what you need in your kit and with your pencil crayons to cover each one of those. So I have a bright yellow, and then I have one that's more of a yellowy orange, and then I got a normal orange. There's a little bit of a darker orange that has a bit of red tinge in it, so that's the red orange. And then there's a red, which in our pencil crayons kind of looks a little bit pinky to me, but we're going to use that. There's a darker one, that's going to be the red violet. So again, violet is purple. For the violet, I realize this isn't necessarily totally purple, it's more of a bit of a red in it, but we're going to use that. A blue violet is more of a blue, but a bit purple into it. And then we have a straight up blue. That's going to be for the violet. Sorry, that's the red violet, the violet. The blue violet is going to be a nice blue. So this is where we're sort of missing a color, but it's okay. For the straight up blue, we're going to use just the, it's kind of a light blue, but that's okay, like a sky blue. A blue green, it's a little bit of a turquoise, it does have green in there. For green, we're going to use like a grass green color. And for the yellow green, definitely you can see there's some yellow in it, it's much brighter. Okay, so you have all of those colors in the kit. The only one, these aren't perfect, but it'll totally work what we're doing. So as you see, it has all the colors here, and it also has all the colors across. So what we're doing is this, is in your first box, is you're mixing yellow with yellow. Well, really what you're doing is you're just taking your normal yellow and you're filling that whole box. Now, there's two things that are important. I just don't want you just to go for it and just start coloring. I'm just going to zoom in a little bit so you can see what I'm doing a bit more. Okay, so there's two things. You don't want to color super hard, okay? You want to stay inside the box, because that fine motor skill and practicing coloring the lines is important. Think about, this is practice to do tattoos, right? And you don't want to go to a tattoo artist that can't stay in the lines, right? This is really important. And another thing that I want to show you is just the difference between, like, we want to have minimal pencil lines. So I'll show you maybe with a pencil. When you're coloring, we want to avoid having like lines like this, because again, if you imagine a tattoo, you want it nice and smooth. You don't want to see those lines. So how I'm coloring is, when I color, I'm actually coloring in circles. And what that does, it gets rid of having those lines and everything's nice and smooth. Okay, and also not pushing really, really hard. So that allows me to be able to mix some colors. All right, so you're going to start off with your first one. And again, you want to just stay on the line. So what I do is I kind of just color in circles. And then when I get to the edges, I do this. Okay, so again, it's really important to make this nice and neat. If I push too hard, I won't be able to mix my colors. tattoo artist if you push too hard. You're going to cause scarring. And it's going to really hurt. Okay? So I'm just mixing yellow and yellow. So pretty much all I have to do is just do yellow. The next one I'm mixing yellow and orange. Yellow and yellow orange. So I'm mixing this pencil crayon, which is my yellow, and I'm mixing my yellow orange. So I'm mixing those two together. So again, really easy. I'm going to start off with my basic yellow. And I want you to work square by square because that's how you're learning how to color mix. Okay. Now, these are Crayola pencil crayons. They're not bad. They're not the best. There's Prisma color pencil crayons that are meant for blending, and they're just beautiful, but they're a bit expensive. If it's something that you're really into, it is worth investing in some. So Prisma color pencil crayons are meant for doing this. Okay, so I have my yellow. Now I have my yellow orange. I'm just going to go over top of this. But again, because I didn't push really hard, it'll actually blend quite nice. And then, I mean, the whole point of this is to create sort of more in a range of colors, so you have more to pick from when you're coloring stuff. And, you know, all of that's important. That way you're not just doing like the same, just picking the colors out of your pencil crayon and using them right, what's except right in front of you. You're mixing them and you're getting them more unique. Okay, so you don't see a huge difference, but you see a little bit. So this one, I'm mixing yellow and orange. So I'm going to just go fast because you get the point, right? You don't need to watch me do this whole thing. So again, I'm doing it in circles, pretend it's neat. Nice and light. Okay, I'm just going to do a little bit. So I have my yellow, and now I'm going to mix it with my orange. So this is when I shouldn't have had so much coffee in the morning. Okay, so I'm drawing the circles. And again, because I have it pushed too hard and I'm drawing the circles, it'll come quite nice. If you find that it's not perfectly blended, you do your best. What you could do too is you can go back with the yellow again, and that will blend it a little bit more. Okay, so then you have a yellow-orange, right? And the next one, you're with your yellow again. Okay, I'll start a bit faster. And then you have your red-orange. So I like just to keep them in order. So I have my red-orange. So this is a little bit of a darker orange, and I'm going to keep mixing it. And then I'm not pushing hard. I'm doing it in circles. Again, to minimize that. If I want to minimize that, I really want it nice and smooth. So you're going to fill up the whole box. I'm just doing a section because I'm trying to go fast to not bore you. Okay, and again, if you need to go back. Okay, so your whole box is going to be completed. Okay, just like the example that I showed you. So you're going to keep working across, all the way across. Yellow mixed with your red now. Yellow mixed with red, violet, etc. You get it all the way across. What I don't want you to do is I don't want you just to take the yellow and just do the whole thing and then start to add the colors. I want you to go box by box. Okay, so that's how that works. My next one is really easy. I have my yellow-orange, right? So I'm going to take my yellow-orange. Again, you make it nice and neat. Fill the whole box up. And I'm going to mix it with yellow. Right? And I'm going to take my yellow-orange, and it's mixed with yellow-orange, which is great. So it's just that. I'm going to take my yellow-orange here. And I'm going to mix it with the orange. Right, you get the idea. Okay, so just put like a Netflix show on, put some music on, and just relax, and color in circles to minimize those pencil lines. Right, and keep working away. So you're going to end up filling up all the boxes, so you come up with something like this. And look at the wide range of colors that we have, which is way better than just the colors that we have here. Right? So this is what we're trying to go from coloring like an elementary school kid to taking more colors and coloring like a true artist and seeing what we can do with this. So this is all practice. So again, get this all done, and our goal is then to do something like this. Okay? I can't wait to see how you're going to make it. Good luck.